Alright, so today we're going to be going over the 5 out of 4 Ninja Leggings. To make these ones, you need 2 of the leg pieces cut as mirror images. And then I'm going to be doing the waistband key pocket. So you need 1 of the small piece and 2 of the large piece. And then you can use the gusset. I'm using the medium-sized gusset since I'm doing large-sized pants. And you want 1 of these. And then 2 of the waistband pieces. And make sure you cut these with the stretch going from side to side. That helps them not roll down. And I think that is it. This legging pattern doesn't have an outside leg seam, and I haven't made one like that yet, so that should be exciting to try. Alright, so now you're going to take 1 of the waistband key pocket pieces and fold it with wrong sides together 3/8 of an inch over. So this is the wrong side and I folded it down 3/8 of an inch. Then you're going to sew this in place. You can use a zigzag or a cover stitch or a twin needle. Any of those will work. And then you're going to take the flap piece and fold that in half. So you'll see here this is marked the top. So fold this in half with wrong sides together and lay it on top of the other waistband key pocket piece. Now the other one is going to be facing right side up, so you lay this one right on top of it and you can clip these together. So go ahead and finish this 3/8 of an inch fold over right here and then clip the flap to the other pocket piece. Now we have this sewn down. This is with right side facing up. You're going to flip it over on top of the other pocket piece, sandwiching the flap, line up the bottom of the pocket, and clip all the way around. And now you're going to sew down this side across the bottom and all the way up the other side. Now we have the pocket sewn around the outside. We can turn it right side out. So flip this around. Alright, that's right side out and we can set that aside. The next step is to take your 2 pants pieces and you're going to lay them with right sides together. Well, take 1 of the pants pieces and fold it in half with right sides together. So I'm just using 1 right now. And you're going to fold this in half. So line up your inseam and then clip down the inseam. Alright, all the way to the bottom, and you're going to do that for both leg pieces, and then you're going to sew that up. So I'm going to do it on my serger, and then I'm going to finish it on my sewing machine using the triple stretch stitch, which is just 3 parallel lines to reinforce the seam. Alright, so I just sewed the inseam and then I turned it right side out, and now you're going to take your gusset piece. I'm using 2 gussets to just reinforce the crotch a little bit more. You're going to take the one of the side points and line it up with that inseam that you just made and clip that together, and this is right sides together. And then you're going to work your way up, clipping on both sides towards the front and the back. Don't stretch it at all. Just clip it up there and then do the same thing on the back. And then we're going to just sew these together. So I'm going to sew here using my serger, and then I'm going to reinforce it with a triple stretch stitch, and then you can flip it out and top stitch it as well. Okay, so now the gusset is attached. You're going to take your other pants piece and slide this one inside of it so that they are right sides together. And then line up this other point on the gusset with the other inseam of the other leg, and then do the same thing that you just did and line up the side of the pants, or the crotch curve of the pants with the side of the gusset, and clip that around. And then clip up the front crotch curve and then clip up the booty curve as well. And then you're going to sew these together. So we'll go up the other side of the gusset. Make sure that you're not stretching it at all. Then again, I'm going to serge this on my serger, and then I'm going to reinforce it on my sewing machine, and then you can top stitch it as well. So I folded the seam allowance towards the gusset on these. You could do it either way. Actually, I think I might fold it away and try to catch it in there. That'll be easier for when I try to top stitch it. All right, so go ahead and sew that up. All right, now we have the gusset attached. We're gonna do a couple of steps here. So you have your key pocket, and this is the flap on top, and then you have that finished edge that we made right underneath it. So then if you flip that over, this is the wrong side. You're going to decide where you want to put your key pocket. So I'm just going to put mine on the front right panel if you are wearing the pants, and then you can go ahead and pin that in place. And then we are going to take our waistband. You have two waistband pieces, and you're going to put those right sides together. So this one is right side up, and then this one is going to be right side down, and you are going to clip along these curved edges, and this is where you're going to sew. So on both of the ends, there's this one, and then on this side. So sew here and sew here, and then I would baste your pocket in place. And then the last thing for this step is going to be to hem the pants. So the pattern calls for a 1/2 inch seam or a 1/2 inch hemming allowance. I went ahead and serged around the bottom, and then you're going to fold it up a 1/2 inch. And you can use your cover stitch or a twin needle or a zigzag or a triple straight stitch, any of those things to hem your pants. I like to use a zigzag. I feel like it has the most give in it. So we'll pin these down all the way around with wrong sides together with the 1/2 inch. And then you can go ahead and sew that as well to hem the pants. And you'll do that for both legs. So sew the sides of the waistband, baste the pocket in place, and hem the pants. Okay, now we have the waistband sewn together. You're going to fold it in half with wrong sides together and mark the quarter points of the waistband. So I like to start on the either end and fold it along those seams first and mark that. And then you match those 2 points together, and that gives you the other 2 quarter points. So then after you have all of these marked, you are going to put the waistband around the outside of the pants, lining up the back seam. So this seam you're going to want to have in the back. So line that one up with the back seam and then clip that together. And then line, oh actually, just kidding. This pattern has side seams for the waistband. So you want to line those 2 seams up on either side. So then clip those together with the waistband on the outside of the pants. And then do the center front and the center back. And then I like to add some more clips between the clips so that when I'm sewing them together, I'm not missing any of the layers. So you can add another one in the middle of each of those clips, working your way around. Be careful if you're doing the key pocket when you go over it that you go slow, so you make sure that you catch it all. Alright, and then this is the last step. We're just going to sew the waistband on, and then you can reinforce it with that triple stretch stitch, and then we are all finished. Alright. There we go. So just sew around this top part right here.